My games are lame. They're buggy, unbalanced, and boring. These things would surely make me fail any regular game jam. If only there was some sort of jam that didn't care if your game is mechanically unplayable. A game jam that is lame. Huh? What is that monotonous yellow glow?
I am the lame jam.
A jam where you make lame games?
That is correct.
And my confidence won't be degraded by strangers on the internet for having horrible controls like last time?
What? What are you talking about? But anyways, yeah, probably.
I am allowed to hand in an empty text file for a game and still have a chance to win?
Yeah, no, probably not.
Well, thanks anyways, Lame Jam 15. Very cool. I might actually have a chance to win this one. But now, let's actually start making this dumpster fire of a game. This jam was only 3 days long, so I really had to hurry. And most importantly, not over scope and say perhaps remake Terraria but with cookie clicker style exponential progression and a couple dozen unique upgrades alongside procedural generation and fancy art and lighting. But yeah, of course I won't do that though. Making such a large game in a single weekend would be near impossible, and even if I pulled it off, it would take a massive toll on my body. But I do like Terraria, and cookie clicker saved my sanity in school many times before. But no, it is simply too big of a project and would end up being boring anyways. Remember, it's the lame jam.
3 days later.
My mind will never recover the brain cells I lost during this project. Please send help. First, load into Unity. Second, follow some random guy's tutorial on how to get Terraria style procedural terrain that can be destroyed. Third, realize that although you've already been doing Unity for nearly 2 years, you have never ever made a single 2D side-scroller player controller, and now you need to do that from scratch. Fourth, make said player controller. Fifth, add mining and fully functioning physics-based grenades for some reason. Okay, this counting thing is getting kind of boring, but that's basically what I did for the first day. Day 2, I started the day off with some art, because I always like to make the art early in my game's development so I could get a feel for what I want in the future. Originally, I wanted a game to just have a typical mining theme, you know, pickaxes, ores, bats, giant spiders, floating spheres of energy covered in a protective shell of granite, you know, just typical stuff you'd find in an everyday cave. But then I realized that I would have to animate the pickaxe moving around while mining. And with that one thought in mind, I made the game set on an asteroid in space with you piloting a mech that has a drill that doesn't need a swing animation, similar to Deep Rock Galactic. But hey, I think the sprites actually turned out quite nice, so I'm not even complaining. But, as you might still see, the game looks hideous. It almost reminds me of your mom. Insert laugh track here, editor. But you know what makes our world look so beautiful? At least partially, it's lighting. Also, not your mom. So to make my game look better, I added lighting because the devs of the known universe really were onto something when they thought of it. And to showcase lighting, I decided to also add glow sticks because physics equals funny movement. Now as you may see in the same video clip, I have these weird clusters of colors scattered across the caves. And what are they, you may ask? Well, my friend, those are my shitty excuses for ores they have to collect in order to progress. If you break them, they give you money. The money lets you buy upgrades. So is the game done yet? Well, of course not. That was a pretty stupid question. I need an actual shop to buy said upgrades. But I don't know what to put here, so let's just watch this time lapse of me building this shop together while I try to convince you to subscribe to me and join my desolate Discord server. Huh? Sounds fun, right? So, hey, you should totally subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload every 2 months if I'm lucky. It's really consistent. And don't even get me started on the quality of my YouTube videos. What can I say? I really am a teenage game dev and YouTube prodigy. And my Discord server, it's really active. You should become a member of my very nice community of a whopping 4 people. Just look at the intellectual conversations we have on there daily. Don't you wish you were part of them? Exactly. Links to both of these are in the descriptions. Also, you can follow my Instagram account, but not Twitter, because fuck Twitter. After a couple of hours of work, here's the finished chop and shop system. This shop system allows you to buy upgrades that will permanently change your stats, and to juice this mechanic to its fullest, I also added an extra 5 or so variables that can change your player so I could have even more upgrades. Some of them include walk speed, jump height, mining damage, looting multiplier, grenade type, and glowstick type. This is a lot, of course, and getting all of these to work flawlessly and actually save across cave level to shop level was agony, but in the end I think I was able to pull it off. Probably. Well, the game is done, right? The upgrades work, the gameplay loop works, it's almost sort of fun, but I feel like something is missing, something to make the game more vertical. A jetpack. But Zesty, you can't spend your time adding completely new mechanic on the last day of the jam. What do you mean, voice in my head? I still have like 7 hours left? Whatever. Jetpacks are cool. And we have a jetpack now. How cool is that? If only I could now just go and finally rest instead of trying to fix an extremely buggy game for 6 hours straight and missing the jam deadline. Oh wait, spoiler alert, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing now. I can still make it, let's just see what I need to do. See, I need to fix an uncountable amount of bugs, make sure all the upgrades stack up on each other properly carry over the player from scene to scene, and still keep all the stats, fix some lighting, let's just balance some stats and upgrades, adjust the prices of the upgrades accordingly, fix more bugs, add a UI, make the UI prettier, add sounds, add music, make a coherent tutorial. Ain't no way that just happened. My ancient fossil of a PC decided to crash and delete over an hour of progress with 5 minutes remaining on the jam. Well, I know what I need to do now. It is my only chance at salvation. Manipulation through pity. My dearest jam host, I regret to inform you that due to many personal issues, I was not able to finish my jam game in time. You not cutting me some slack and letting me upload my game anyways would show that you are a terrible person with no sympathy for others. Please understand that the game was basically finished before the deadline, and I should not be punished for things outside of my control. Also, 192-168-192-247. Sincerely, Zesty Dev. Well, he actually extended the jam. Also, this was a joke and I didn't actually do this. Several other people had problems just like me, so the host just decided to extend the jam by an hour. So I repaired the progress that was lost and submitted the game without ever properly testing it, with around 5 minutes left on the jam. After the jam, I finally tested my game, and surprisingly, it wasn't even too broken. The only big problem I found was that your money didn't actually get reduced when you bought things, and although it sounds game breaking, looking at the insane prices I had on some upgrades, it actually made the game much more enjoyable, so although it doesn't make sense, I just decided to keep it. And although there were only 10 submissions, I actually got 3rd place. Of course I would have gotten 1st, but my game simply wasn't lame enough, I guess. But anyways, go play the game. Also play the Evil Evolving PC because it was probably my favorite submission on the jam, and play Evo Gunner because it's also a very fun game. Goodbye.